All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to work with some other conversions, and we're not just limited to length. There's other quantities as well. Here, I'm going to read these off the text. But for example, let's say we have gallons. Per gallons into quarts. Now, this is a measure of liquid volume. Now, we need to look up the relationship between gallons and quarts. And if we look it up, and you can see it in the last page of this section just before the homework, we have 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So this gives us an option of, again, 2 conversion ratios. We can go with 1 gallon over 4 quarts, or 4 quarts over 1 gallon. And what we want to do is we want gallons to disappear and we want quarts to remain. So we have our 2 gallons. We need to choose a ratio where, since gallons is on the top level, we need to choose a ratio where gallons is on the bottom. Here, gallons is on top. That's not going to work. But this one, gallons is on the bottom. So let's go with 4 quarts on top, and then there's that 1 gallon on the bottom. Gallons cancel. And what we're left with is 2 times 4 quarts divided by 1. So in our calculator, we'll go 2 times 4 divided by, again, fractions division, divided by 1. And then we'll attach quarts at the very end. So 2 times 4 divided by 1, and that comes out to 8. So we have 8, and then we'll attach quarts because those are the units that remain, and that's the answer. Now, there are other quantities we can convert. Let me pull some out here. Suppose we have time. Suppose we want to do the following. 7 days into hours. Well, the relationship here is this. 1 day equals 24 hours. So we have to again choose between one of 2 possible ratios. 1 day over 24 hours, or 24 hours over 1 day. And again, we want to go with the one where days are going to cancel. Now, whether days is plural or singular doesn't matter. So we're going to have this shortly. And even though we have days and we've got day here, that's okay. That they will still cancel. It's okay to cancel plural with singular in this case, or in these types of problems. So again, we want day on the bottom, and so that means we're going to go with this one. So 24 hours over 1 day. And again, plural and singular, that's all right. Now, where this wouldn't, well, you have to be careful. If this was day squared and day, that's a little different. But in this case, days, day, those will cancel. So what we've got, 7 times 24 divided by 1, and we'll attach hours at the end. And so we get 168 hours. Here we go. Let's try another one. Suppose we have square feet. We're talking area. So let's say we have 1,000 square feet. And we want to convert this into square yards. Well, let's look up the relationship between square feet and square yards. And it turns out 1 square foot, I'm sorry, let's see, 1 square yard equals 9 square feet. So again, we could have 2 ratios. We could have 9, let's see. Let's just look at which, okay, yeah, okay. So, oh, shoot, I'm sorry, 1 square yard. There we go. Yeah, 1 square foot can't equal 9 square feet. That doesn't happen. 1 square yard is 9 square feet. Okay, now we're all right. Just want to double check those units. All right. So we could have this 1 square yard over 9 square feet, or 9 square feet over 1 square yard. And again, we're going to want square feet to cancel. So this is going to be on top. We need square feet in the bottom, and it's in the bottom over here. So we'll go with this one. So 1,000 square feet times 1 square yard divided by 9 square feet. So square feet will cancel, top and bottom cancel, and that tells us we're doing this correctly. So what we have, 1,000 times 1 square yard divided by 9. We're in the calculator, 1,000 times 1 divided by 9. And so rounding to the hundredths place comes out to 111.11 square yards. I mean, again, we attach the square yards at the end. There we go. Let's do one more. Suppose we have this. Let's do acres. Let's do this, 1,000 square feet into, let's see, acres. Now, the relationship between square feet and acre, it's in the chart. You have acre and square rods, and then square yards, and then go to the next line. You're going to see 1 acre equals 43,560 square feet. So there we go. Let me double check that number. Okay. So again, we're going to have a choice. We can go with, say, 1 acre over 43,560 square feet, or 43,560 square feet divided by 1 acre. It's a little more clear. There. So which one should we use? Well, our 1,000 square feet, it's going to be in the top. So we want to use a conversion ratio where square feet is in the bottom. And it's going to be this one. That has square feet in the bottom, and by default, we'll just get acres on top. So square feet will cancel, and again, top and bottom. So that means we're doing this right. So what we've got is 1,000 times 1 acre divided by 43,560. Or in the calculator, 1,000 times 1 divided by 43,560. Again, the fraction bar means division. So 1,000 times 1 divided by 43,560 in the answer. And I'm going to round this to the thousandth place. Rounding to the thousandth, 0.023, and then we attach acres because that's the unit that remained. And there we go. So those are conversions we can do. And again, it's not just going to be length, it could be area, it could be volume, it could be time. Now, the next thing we're going to consider is what do we do if there's not a direct relationship? For example, there's not a direct relationship between miles and inches. So how do we convert, say, inches into miles? If a whole bunch of inches, we want to turn those into miles. How do we do that if the direct relationship's not on the chart? And that's going to be in the next video. So any questions about that, let me know.